Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, friends and family, welcome to Mountain View High School's 2015 commencement ceremony. Please stand to receive our graduating seniors and remain standing for the presentation of colors, the national anthem, Pledge of Allegiance, and the Texas flag.
Good afternoon. My name is Ruby Garcia, Senior Class President. Please stand for the presentation of colors by the Mountain View High School JROTC Color Guard. Our JROTC program under the direction of Sergeant Major Garcia and First Sergeant Hernandez. Color Guard is commanded by Cadet Captain Campa. Members are Cadet Captain Ramirez, Cadet Captain Peña, Cadet Captain Moreno, Cadet Staff Sergeant Cortez. Please remain standing for the national anthem, pledge allegiance, and please remain standing until the color guard posts the flags and has exited. Ms. Jasmine Aguirre, Cadet Captain, will recite the Pledge of Allegiance and Texas Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you. You may be seated.
Ms. Jocelyn Contreras will join us in a reflection.
Okay, so this is more of an invitation if you guys would like to join me. I'm gonna say a prayer, and if we could all stand if you want to join me, please. Dear Heavenly Father, first and foremost, I would like to thank you for blessing each and every one of us present here with another day of life. I come into your presence on this day to thank you for allowing my fellow classmates and I reach this great achievement in our lives. I pray, Father God, that you guide our steps throughout the new journey called life. Place your angels all around us and protect us as we make our way into a world that at times has no mercy and compassion. Strengthen our hearts and minds to be able to withstand the many great obstacles we will face throughout our lives. Lastly, I pray that you bless each and every one of us in our future endeavors and that we may accomplish all things we set our hearts and minds to. In your name I pray, amen.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Paul Harrington, our principal. Please give him a round of applause.
I'd like to say a few words about the incredible Lobo class of 2015. In late July of 2014, one of the first conversations I had with Mountain View High School students as a newly appointed principal was with the 2015 class president, Ruby Garcia. Ruby explained how she had observed some students on campus who were alone and not engaged in the school. Then Ruby made a request. I have never heard a request like Ruby had made in my entire 26 years of public education. Ruby had requested permission to form a group of Lobos that would visit with the students that found themselves alone or disengaged. It was that moment, last July, when I realized that I had become a part of something special. The Lobos of Mountain View High School have beautiful hearts. Throughout the last 9 months, I have witnessed countless examples of the compassionate, giving heart of the Lobos of the class of 2015. Today we recognize all the incredible accomplishments of the class of 2015. However, this is not goodbye. As your principal, I have one more homework assignment for you. I'm requesting that you continue to keep in touch through emails, Facebook, phone calls, and especially visits. You have so much to give to your school as well as your community. In order for Mountain View High School and Montana Vista to continue to grow and prosper, we need you to be active members within your community. Lobo Padres y Madres, Lobo Abuelitos y Abuelitas, Ninas y Ninos, y también Lobo Primas y Primos. Buenas tardes y bienvenidos. Yo soy Paul Harrington, director de la Escuela Mountain View High School. Es un placer estar aquí con ustedes. Estos 11 meses han sido un encanto para mí ser parte de la Escuela Mountain View. Yo estoy muy agradecido a todos los estudiantes, padres y maestros que me dieron la bienvenida desde el primer día y que siguen colaborando conmigo a seguir adelante. En el año escolar 2014-2015, todos hemos aprendido y nos hemos apoyado mutuamente. La Escuela Mountain View es un tesoro en el desierto y yo estoy orgulloso de ser un lobo de esta gran escuela. La clase de 2015 es única y impresionante y les deseo todo lo mejor. Felicidades. It is with great honor to introduce to you Ms. Ruby Garcia, our senior class president.
Thank you, Mr. Harrington. Good afternoon, friends and family. Today we come together to celebrate everything the class of 2015 has accomplished. We come together this day to say our last goodbye, our first good luck. We came to close the doors and to open new doors, where real life will now begin. 4 years of laughter, cries, stressful nights, and special moments will only remain in our hearts and in photos that we took. But the knowledge that Mountain View High School gave us will enrich our lives forever. Today is a day where those 4 years will turn into 10 seconds. But let's not cry because it's over. Let's smile because it happened. Remember, Lobos, this is not the end. Let's go, Lobos. I would now like to introduce Ms. Elda Dominguez, our assistant principal.
Good afternoon to all. My name is Hilda Dominguez, and it is my privilege to work with your sons and daughters. Today, we are joined by several special guests. Please allow me to introduce them to you. With us this afternoon are board members of the Clint Independent School District. Mr. Juan Martinez, Superintendent. Mr. James Pendel, President. Ms. Mary Macias, First Vice President. Ms. Patricia Randleal, Second Vice President. Ms. Arlene Parada, Secretary. Mr. Robert Lara, School Member. Mr. Fred Martinez, School Member. Ms. Hilda James, School Member. We are also joined by members of the Cabinet and Central Office. Mr. Morris Aldridge, Assistant Superintendent of Operational Services. Ms. Esther McCarthy, Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Curriculum and Instruction. Ms. Josie Perez, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Curriculum and Instruction. Mr. James Littlejohn, Chief Academic Officer. Ms. Donna Klein, Chief Financial Officer. Mr. Rene Chavez, Director of Human Resources. Ms. Laura Cade, Director of Public Relations. Celebrating with us today are the area principals. Ms. Barbara Peña, District Alternative Education Program. Ms. Holly Garza, East Montana Middle School Principal. Mr. Danny Gurani, Principal, Clint High School. Ms. Elena Acosta, Principal, Horizon High School. Ms. Leti Salas, Montana Vista Principal. Mr. Michael McCaben, Red Sands Elementary Principal. Thank you all for being with us today. We are truly honored and appreciative of your support. I would like to thank our assistant principals for their leadership throughout the school year. Mr. Carlos Contreras, and yours truly. Our students could not have completed their journey without their guidance and support from their counselors. Ms. Guadalupe Armendares, Ms. Elizabeth Pasillas, and Ms. Brenda Rueda. We would also like to thank our curriculum coach, Ms. Sukaina Elomari, and I would also like to recognize the long hours Mr. Duarte put in as a senior class sponsor. Our next speaker has been involved with your children throughout the school year. He's our Student Activities Director, Social Studies teacher, and Secondary Teacher of the Year for Clint ISD. Mr. Mota will present our Lobo Awards.
It is with great pleasure that I present the Lobo Awards to the class of 2015. This past year, we had 18 students nominated for the Lobo Award. It was difficult to narrow down that list to only 10 students, but a committee of 3 teachers did just that. The students being awarded represent the Mountain View High School community very well with their struggles and accomplishments. The students range from first-time English language learners to students who were involved in various organizations to leaders. So let us begin with our top Lobos. Our first Lobo Award goes to a young man. He was a member of the track and cross-country team this past year. As a student, his tenacity and perseverance defined his attitude. Things made it difficult for him to go to school. In the end, he was persistent in returning back to school to complete his education. He worked hard on catching up and today is graduating as part of the class of 2015. The first Lobo Award goes to Jesus Torres. Our second Lobo Award goes to a young lady. She was enrolled in cosmetology this past year and also a member of the tennis team. She has been described as one of those rare individuals that come through Mountain View every once in a while. Mrs. Guerrero, Mrs. Dominguez, and Mr. Corrad realized the great potential she had as a student and made the most of the situation. When she moved to El Paso from Mexico, she was timid and insecure, but extremely confident and focused young lady. She never backed down from a challenge, especially learning a new language. Ms. Montes has stated that this young lady has demonstrated to be an exemplary Lobo because of her will and motivation to do well in school despite her circumstances. She is a role model to her colleagues, all due to her amazing mother. This second Lobo Award goes to Cynthia Pantoja. Our third award goes to a young man. He was a member of the tennis team and a courtesy for the front office personnel. Ms. Falcon has described this young man as dedicated, inquisitive, and an unbreakable worker. His struggles were surpassed by his determination to do well in school. During his sophomore year, his doubles partner got injured and soon he was his partner's emotional support and cheerleader. His junior year proved difficult as he needed surgery on his right wrist, but he did something amazing and learned how to play with his left hand. The coaches saw in him a drive to be a tennis player above the rest. He is also a dedicated son, grandson, and nephew. He is always helping his mother, grandmother, father, and aunt and uncle in so many ways. His family always comes first. This third award goes to David Lara. Our fourth award goes to a young lady. Ms. Sublowski has said that this young lady was sent to her to reignite her passion for teaching once again. This young lady had to overcome a language barrier, but did not prevent her from doing well in school. She was determined to pass and learn a new language. She competed in the science fair and accomplished what so many students wish that they could accomplish. She made it all the way to the state science fair. She had some difficult challenges to overcome her years here at Mountain View, but she never lagged behind the rest. When faced with a problem, she always overcame it. She participated in the science fair for 2 years and was also a member of the JROTC and tennis team. She always finds time to participate in her church and tutor students. Ms. Sublowski has gone on to say that this young lady reminded her why she became a teacher in the first place. Our fourth Lobo Award goes to Yaira Itzel Garcia Acosta. The fifth award goes to a young man. This young man is a leader of the pack. He took over this role his freshman year when his voice was the loudest at pep rallies and as he put on the gorilla suit to lead the youngest Lobos. He is a role model to many and all future Lobos. His academic accomplishments are on par with his many activities. He has led the class of 2015 in all the chants this year and led the Lobo Fanatics to support all the sports this year as well. Mr. Duarte has stated that Mountain View will not be the same without this cheerful, energetic young gentleman with a turtle backpack. This young man was not only the loudest person on campus, but also a member of theater, track, cross country, Hispanic Honor Society, and Student Council. So our fifth award goes to Yo si le voy a Javier Julian Garcia. The sixth Lobo Award goes to a young man. This young man is a wonderful student, tennis player, community leader, and most importantly, a son. He is among the top 10 of his class despite all the extracurricular activities he is involved in. He has grown to be a top tennis player even though enduring a change in coaching, a change in partner, and a sense of confidence. He always plays with his heart out. He has faced many challenges while on the speech and debate team, but he overcame them with his confidence and love for speech and debate. He will always be remembered as someone you can count on whenever there was a need for assistance. He is a very passionate individual for his community as he serves on the Super SAC. He is a warm-hearted individual who is always willing to help others without expecting anything in return. The sixth award goes to Jesse Trujillo. The seventh award goes to a young lady that can only be described as dedicated and an outside-the-box thinker. She has been a member of the Student Council these past 2 years. She really made a difference on campus as a leader. Her ideas really changed how Student Council will be ran for the next couple of years. She never had to be told to finish a project as she did it on her own. There was a time where she stayed up all night to complete a project that she felt was not up to her standards. She not only is an active member of Student Council, but also makes sure to maintain a high average in her classes. She always makes sure to dedicate herself to her studies and grueling assignments. She is also very involved with her church community. She tries her very best helping her church despite all the dedication she puts in at school. I can see her going very far in the future as she is a bright young lady. Having her this year as my student body president made it so much easier for me to accomplish what I did. The seventh Lobo Award goes to Leslie Alvarez. The eighth Lobo Award goes to a young man that has grown into an extraordinary speaker of sorts. He is truly a student that every teacher dreams of having in their classroom. He was a member of the MVHS Lobo Band, speech and debate team, and had numerous AP classes. His freshman year, he was always being shut down due to him constantly asking questions that were fueled by his curiosity. He had a difficult teenage life at home, but it did not stop him from trying to accomplish his goals. This young man always stated that he wanted to get to state in as many events as possible. Even though all his struggles, he was able to accomplish these goals by qualifying 3 events his junior year to state. When things got tough for this young man, he never quit any of the activities he was involved in. When Miss Luna was absent, she knew she could rely on this student to get the task at hand completed. He was a big motivator at tournaments for all the new teammates we had this past year. He is truly an amazing person because he knows what it takes to be a Lobo. With his passion and determination to succeed, the 8th Lobo Award goes to Hiram Garcia. The 9th Lobo Award goes to a young lady. She is an ideal all-around student. She is focused on her goals and always strives for her best. She is extremely dependable and responsible. Ms. Calderon has stated that this young lady has natural leadership skills and is always a team player. She was a member of the cheerleading squad, National Honor Society, and Student Council. Her challenges with her health have never interfered with her work effort. She doesn't allow her medical condition become an excuse or a problem from holding her back to accomplish her goals. She has a silly personality that makes the cheer sponsors and everyone laugh. She is a beautiful, intelligent, and strong adult and will be successful in her endeavors. This is why she was elected captain of the cheer team. The 9th Lobo Award goes to Madeline Hassel. The 10th Lobo Award goes to a young man who can only be described as a diamond in the rough. This young man's dedication to his family, students, and best friend is something that can be described as unique. He faced many struggles at home, but always put the needs of his family first before his own. Sometimes he forgot to put himself as a priority, as he was always concerned for his family. This young man stated, his mom works hard for her family, so he works hard for her. This past year, he was a member of the Mountain View Lobo football team, robotics, PELS, and student council. He was always a team player on and off the football field. Even though he joined student council late this year, I cannot imagine getting through the rest of the school year without him. He has been a vital member of student council and always made me smile and laugh when there were rough times ahead. I have never met a more wonderful individual than this young man. I'm so proud to call him a Stuco member, but more importantly, a leader or a space ranger. I know that in his future goals, he's going to be a successful college student, but also an owner of his own barbershop. The final award goes to Brandon Ramirez. We have a special Lobo Award that we would like to give at this time. He is a math teacher, sponsor of the class of 2015, a father, a husband, and an extreme Star Wars fan. Many students have given him the name of Father. As you see, he has been there for the class of 2015 for the past 4 years. He has set the standard for all future sponsors of classes. He is a true Lobo. The final award goes to Mr. Duarte. At this time, we would like to recognize our Mr. and Miss MVHS. Mountain View High School takes great pride in acknowledging its senior class individuals with Mr. and Miss Mountain View Award. We are recognizing 2 senior class students who have excelled in the areas of academics, leadership, attendance, and citizenship to both the school and their community. Activities and achievements in areas such as UIL, athletics, fine arts, student council, journalism, speech, science fair, and any others that may have been awarded or activities that they participated over the past 4 years of high school. The students' character, attitude, consideration, and cooperation with the administration, faculty, staff, their peers, and others above the rest of their class. Our Mr. Mountain View is JJ Garcia, member of track, theater, Hispanic Honor Society, Student Council, and leader of the Lobo Fanatics. Yes. Our Miss Mountain View is Ruby Garcia, member of National Honor Society, Hispanic Honor Society, track, and was a senior class president. Ms. Brenda Ureda, counselor and college facilitator, will recognize the 2015 scholarship recipients.
Good afternoon. We are proud to announce that the class of 2015 brought in $6,067,994 in scholarship money. At this time, I would like to recognize those students that received a scholarship. These students worked extremely hard in becoming scholarship recipients from a university, trade school, and military branch. Amongst these students is a young man who was accepted to Rice, Emory, and Carleton College. This young man is known for his dedication and academic achievement. Jesus Solórzano was awarded $500,000 from these prestigious universities. Please stand up, Jesus, to be recognized. A special congratulations goes to a student who has shown dedication throughout her 4 years. This student was selected as a Gates Millenniums recipient from a pool of 52,000 candidates. She was recognized because of her stellar achievements, adept leadership, and commitment to community service. Ruby Garcia is the first student from Mountain View to receive this honor. This scholarship will cover her tuition completely. Ms. Ruby Garcia, please stand to be recognized. Will all students who received a scholarship this year please stand? All students who received a scholarship, please stand. All these scholarships are well deserved. Way to go, Lobos. You may be seated. Now please help me welcome Ms. Pasillas, who will recognize our DAP students.
We would like to recognize students who graduated under the Distinguished Achievement Plan. There are 25 seniors who have achieved above and beyond the recommended high school course of study. These students have completed at least 4 advanced measures, including a 3rd year of foreign language, maintained an 85 class average in dual credit classes or technology preparation, or have received at least a score of 3 on 1 or more advanced placement exams. Long hours of study and extreme dedication have paid off. Students graduating under the DAP are wearing a red cord to signify this accomplishment. We would like for these seniors to stand up and be recognized by their family and peers.
DAP recipients, please stand. Congratulations. Ms. Armendariz will now announce the top 10% of the class of 2015.
At this time, we would like to recognize the students who graduated in the top 10% of the class. Students, please stand up. Top 10%. Top 10%. Yeah, everybody. Thank you. Students, you may sit. The top 10 graduation seniors of this class will now be recognized. Students, as I call your name, please join Mr. Harrington and remain standing to be recognized. Names will be read in descending order. Number 10, Jose E. Carnero. He is the son of Eloy and Laura Carnero. Number 9, Jesse Trujillo, son of Rigoberto and Maria Trujillo. Number 8, Mayra Vidania, daughter of Jose Angel Vidania and Silvia Sanchez. Number 7, Juliana Cardosa, daughter of Ramon and Romelia Garcia. Number 6, Javier Garcia, son of Javier and Silvia Garcia. Number 5, Clarissa Salcedo, daughter of Gilberto and Rosa Salcedo. Number 4, Ruby Garcia, daughter of Edward Garcia and Maria Miranda. Number 3 is Miguel Higadera. He is the son of Maria Higadera, but he could not join us. Number 2, Jocelyn Contreras, daughter of Efren and Maribel Contreras. And number 1, Christopher Terrazas. He is the son of Benjamin and Elena Terrazas. Thank you, parents of the top 10 students, for your support. Please help me welcome Selena Higadera, yearbook staff member.
Being a part of the 2015 MVHS yearbook staff, I learned that putting a yearbook together was not easy. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication, but most importantly, the support from each other. On behalf of the yearbook staff, I would like to present this gift to our superintendent, Mr. Martinez. This is a token of appreciation. We would like to thank him for all of his support. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It is with a great honor that I have an opportunity to introduce the heart and soul of the Clinton Independent School District, as well as the #1 supporter of the Montana Vista community and Mountain View High School. And that's none other than our own superintendent, Mr. Martinez.
Thank you, Mr. Harrington. Congratulations, graduates. I am so proud of you. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2015. Lobos, you are awfully quiet today. You're not necessarily always quiet. In fact, you're always cheerful. Let me hear that yo sí le voy a los Lobos. How about that, huh? Thank you, students. I wanted to hear that one last time before you graduate. It is truly an honor and a privilege to speak to you today. If someone were to ask me to define in one word the graduating class of 2015, I will say that they are absolutely extraordinary. So you are extraordinary. Because of that, I'm going to ask the cameras not to focus on me on the screen. Please focus on our children, on our students graduating today. Would you do that for me, please? They are the reason why we are here, and I want their parents to see it up on the screen, their beautiful faces today. So please focus on them and not on us. You are the reason why we do what we do at Clinton ISD. Students, before I continue, may I have your permission to speak to your parents in a few words in Spanish? Yes? Do I have your permission? Thank you, students. Queridos padres, abuelitos, abuelitas, tíos, hermanos, hermanas y familias de los graduandos. Es un privilegio para mí llegar a este momento de la graduación de sus hijos. Es por eso que a nombre de los maestros, a nombre de los administradores, a nombre de la mesa directiva y el mío en particular, quiero felicitarlos por este gran logro de sus hijos. Gracias por su apoyo, gracias por su confianza, gracias por permitirnos ser parte de la educación de sus hijos. Con el más sincero respeto para ustedes y sus hijos y sus familias, les deseamos las más sinceras felicitaciones. Muchísimas gracias, felicidades. Students, every year, our school district begins a new school year with what we call convocation. During convocation, we get together all of the almost 2,000 employees of the school district. We get together at the beginning of the school year full of excitement and expectation, full of energy, ready to work for you and the community that we serve. This school year, the theme of our convocation was Be Extraordinary. I challenged our teachers, our administrators, and our counselors, and all the employees of the school district to move from and challenge ourselves to move from ordinary to extraordinary. What does it mean to be extraordinary? Well, when you Google it, it says you must very unusual or remarkable. That is the definition. Extraordinary means remarkable. Some of the synonyms for extraordinary include exceptional, amazing, incredible, phenomenal. And this year I challenged our teachers and administrators and counselors and all the employees to transform ourselves from ordinary to extraordinary. I asked them to do so for the simple reason that I believe that extraordinary students and children that we serve demand that they be served by extraordinary people and extraordinary teachers and counselors and administrators. Graduating class of 2015, I challenged all Clinton ISD employees to be extraordinary because I believe that you are extraordinary. Yes, students, I believe you are remarkable students, exceptional people, amazing human beings, incredible workers. Let me tell you, I have never seen such a hard-working group of students as the class of 2015. Students, you are thinking, me? Extraordinary? How can I be extraordinary? I'm just a graduate of Mountain View High School. Let me tell you, yes, you are extraordinary. But isn't it true that extraordinary people are those who accomplish great things in life? What can I possibly accomplish? Let me tell you, Lobos, there are many things that you can accomplish in life. Let me tell you, graduates of Mountain View High School, you can accomplish, as the scripture says, great almighty things which you do not know. You may be asking, are there examples of the extraordinary Lobos that graduated from our high school? There is many, many, and some are here with you. In fact, we have Julio Duarte, who graduated from Mount View High School in 1989. And Julio is an amazing individual. He was named the 2012 Mount View High School Teacher of the Year, and he is right here with you today. Mr. Duarte says, it was always my dream to come back to Mountain View High School to teach. Education is an important way to end poverty, and I am trying to challenge and lead the second generation of Lobos. It has been my privilege. Yes, you have extraordinary people like your teacher here today. Congratulations, Mr. Duarte. Are there any others? You may say, well, are there any others? Let me tell you, there are many other Lobos who graduated from this magnificent high school. We have Walter Neal Slosar, who is now in charge of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. He's a deputy patrol agent in Fort Hancock. He's in charge of a lot of people. Let me tell you, he says, I believe that education is a building block of your future. He's speaking to you now. At any age, your high school years are a time, although it doesn't seem like it while you're there, that you lay the foundation for the rest of your life. You will make many decisions during your 4 years that you will either reap the benefits of those decisions or have to live with the consequences of them. I caution you, he says, that when you come to a time where you have to make a decision, that you make a wise decision. Put the time and effort into your life's choices now at this age, and your decisions you have to make in the future will be much more pleasant to deal with. He says to you, Mr. Slosar, honor first and serve your country. So there's another extraordinary Lobo serving our country. All right, is there anyone more? Any more Lobos? Well, let me tell you, there are many Lobos out there who have done great things for this magnificent country. Pedro Santa Cruz. Many of you maybe have heard of him. Mr. Santa Cruz is now a PhD working as an electrical engineer. He graduated from Rice University, and now he works at UT Austin. Where did this PhD graduate from? Lobos? Where did he graduate from? Let me hear it again. Where did he graduate from? Don't tell me that PhDs don't graduate from Mountain View High School. There are many out there who have reached, that are extraordinary people from Mountain View High School. You too can do great almighty things as graduates of Mountain View High School. I could go on and on telling you of great Lobos who graduated from Mountain View High School. That is a wonderful high school, and we are very, very proud of you. Graduates, let me tell you, extraordinary people like you have the God-given talent to become doctors, nurses, engineers, scientists, teachers, school administrators, business people, attorneys, or any other profession that you wish to accomplish in life. It is for that reason, Lobos, that once again, as we began the tradition last year, that you will receive a beautiful medal as graduates of Mountain View High School. You will receive this medal that says, from ordinary to extraordinary. That is you. Let this medal, let me tell you, we are giving it to you on behalf of your teachers, your administrators, the school board, but more importantly, we are giving you this medal on behalf of all of these people that you see here, the people that care about you, your parents, your abuelitos, abuelitas. We're giving it to you on behalf of them. And as you go on to the world, and if you find yourself telling yourself that you cannot accomplish your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, that life is too hard, please hold on to this medal to remind you that you are extraordinary people. You are an extraordinary Lobo who was prepared to be a successful citizen of this nation. This medal will remind you that nothing is impossible for those who have moved from ordinary to extraordinary. This medal will remind you that you are not just another graduate among the thousands who graduated this year. This medal will remind you that you are an extraordinary Mountain View High School graduate. Congratulations, Lobos. I am extremely proud of you. Congratulations.
At this time, our second highest ranking graduate, who also happens to be my granddaughter Jessie, is her #1 volleyball fan, will give the salutatorian address, and that's none other than Jocelyn Contreras.
Thank you, Mr. Harrington. Okay. Fellow classmates, we are gathered here today to celebrate the first greatest achievement in each of our lives. The journey that has led up to this point has not been easy, and as we make our way into the next chapter of our lives, things will only get harder. However, as we take a look around this room and acknowledge our parents, family members, teachers, and friends who have joined us on this special afternoon, and appreciate all their wise, inspiring words and their contribution to our education, we can be more than certain that we are well equipped for what awaits us in the real world. I would now like to take this time to acknowledge and extend my gratitude to a few individuals who have played a major role in not only shaping me to be the person I am today, but to whom I also owe a great deal of my success to. With that being said, I shall start off with the two people whom I call my greatest encouragers, my mom and dad. Mom and Dad, I cannot thank you enough for putting up with me, and by me, I mean my attitude, for 18.5 years now. Thank you for always encouraging me to be the best that I could be, and for giving me that extra push every once in a while when I felt like giving up. But most importantly, I want to greatly thank you both for raising me to be the woman of God I am today. I love you both with all of my heart. Next, I would like to thank all my teachers and administrators for being some of the most selfless and patient people in this world. I admire all of you for pursuing a degree in which you are to deal with teenagers for 80 days per year, 5 days a week, and 8 hours per day. You are, how hip people nowadays say it, the real MVP. Lastly, to those few teachers and staff members of the Lobo community that I have had the privilege of knowing on a more personal level, thank you all for your genuine advice and for allowing me to share wonderful memories with you. There will always be a special place in my heart for all of you. Now, my greatest appreciation goes out to my Heavenly Father, the one whom I literally owe my life to, and the one who has constantly reminded me throughout the course of my life that there is no obstacle too great for me to overcome. In all honesty, I would not be anything without His grace and mercy. For this reason, all my current and future successes are solely for His glory. And lastly, I want to thank my friends and classmates for all the wonderful times and memories that we shared. We have grown together throughout the past 13 years, and now it is time to say goodbye and set off on our own individual journeys. There will be times where we might want to throw in the towel and give up on our dreams and ambitions. But remember, the only way a dream can become a reality is through the relentless chase of that dream. Do not be dream dreamers, be dream chasers. After all, we are the class of 2015, and as far as our class motto goes, There is no obstacle too great for us that we cannot conquer. So for one last time, congratulations, class of 2015. We came, we saw, and we conquered. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jocelyn. And now it's my honor to introduce my assistant principal, Mr. Contreras.
Good afternoon, buenas tardes. At this time, I would like to recognize our highest ranking graduate. This young man will graduate with a GPA, grade point average of 100.845. We would like to honor him with his certificate, Christopher Terrazas. Please join us on stage to accept this honor. At this time, Christopher Terrazas will deliver the valedictorian address.
Dear graduates, parents, teachers, administration, and friends. Before I begin, I would like to thank my parents for everything they have done throughout my life. Despite the hardships they have endured throughout their lives to right at this point, they remain humble and strive to be the best people they can be. They are truly the greatest example and inspiration I could possibly have, so thank you, Mom and Dad, for being here today. Since this is my final opportunity to address and say farewell to this class and community, I feel it is my duty to say that this moment is not for me to shine above every one of you. I am not here to bore you with forgettable and meaningless stories of my life. Instead, I stand here wearing this white gown, hoping to show you your true value. I want to walk away today understanding the reason why I worked so hard for this moment. My message is simple. Despite all the differences and divisions that exist between us, we are one class, one community, sharing the same outcome. What matters is not the pomp and circumstance of this ceremony or the diplomas and awards that we will receive, but what we will accomplish with our lives beyond these four walls. I have a little secret to tell you. No one will help us if we do not even help ourselves. Although we may think that graduation is the last time we work with one another, the decision we make now will become the realities of our shared future. While we may go in various directions and become a part of different sectors of society, we cannot neglect one another. Despite how we may feel, we are not alone. Collectively, this graduating class is responsible for making good decisions and improving our Montana Vista community. Only when we work together will a better future come. And in order to create change in our community, we must all emerge from the shadows and face each challenge with courage and bravery. After today, many of us will leave the Montana Vista community thinking that the grass is greener elsewhere. However, if we do not value our own community, who will? There is a lot of talent in this room, and we need that talent to return and make a difference. If we want a brighter future for this community, it all begins with us. We must work with one another and especially move forward. Today must be the greatest accomplishment in your life so far. For some of us, this moment is only a small stepping stone in our lives. However, despite our cognitive, social, or economic differences, none of us is entitled to anything. Intelligence, strength, income, social class, and material possessions are all things that can come and go in our lives. Do not take them for granted. Instead, use whatever you have at this moment and put it to good use. After receiving your diploma in a few moments, use it as a tool to grow and become a better citizen of the world. However, once you head off to your journey, never forget that this ride can end at any given moment. Make the most positive impact you can with your life. Enjoy the remainder of this ceremony, and always remember that you are the first step for a better tomorrow. I wish all of you more than just luck, and never forget where you come from. We always remember to return to Montana Vista community and transform it to a better home for yourself and future generations. Now you may all take a seat, and thank you very much for all your support and for being a great community. Go Lobos and go Class of 2015. Thank you very much.
Outstanding job, Christopher. At this time, Mr. Martinez, our wonderful superintendent, will certify the class of 2015.
I hereby that the graduating students of the 2015 class of Mountain View High School have successfully completed all required courses set forth by the Texas State Board of Education and the Clint Independent School District Board of Trustees. And therefore, I now officially declare the class of 2015 graduates of Mountain View High School this 14th day of June 2015. Congratulations, graduates.
At this time, I ask that the Clint Independent School District Board members please take your places to award our diplomas to our graduates.
Christopher Terrazas. Jocelyn Contreras. Ruby Garcia. Clarissa Salcedo. JJ Garcia. Juliana Cardosa. Mayra Kaori Vidaña Sánchez. Jesse Alexander Trujillo. José Eloy Carnero Jr. Robert Sarmiento. Aldo Acosta. Evelyn Janelle Acosta. Leslie Diane Acosta. Esteban Aguilar. Jasmine Aguirre. Stephanie Nayeli Aldaña. Ashmit Andre Alderete. Christian Armando Almanza. Antonio Altamira. Bianca Chanel Alvarado. José de Jesús Alvarado Rodríguez. Leslie Saraí Álvarez. Gerardo Amaya Jr. Marco Antonio Amaya Jr. Yanika Anaí Anaya. María Guadalupe Apodaca. Eber Lorenzo Archuleta. Armando Abdías Arbizu. Isaac Alfredo Arzaga Jr. Sebastian Airam Ábalos. Leonel Martín Ávila. Carla Denise Bazán Rayos. Pedro Alejandro Blanco. Marcela Calderón. Javier Frescas. Jesús Alberto Cardiel Salinas. Adolfo Carrillo. Joshua Moses Carrillo. Yesel Carrillo Hernández. Alejandra Casas. Marco Alfredo Castañeda. Benjamin Cervantes Jr. Iridiana Cervantes. Priscilla Monique Cervantes. Armando Chacón Jr. Ismael Flavio Chávez. Carla Alejandra Chávez. José Antonio Cordero. Jonathan Enoch Davila Dominguez. Kenneth Anthony de la Torre. Martín Ricardo de Santiago. Ricardo Domínguez Jr. Selene Celeste Duque. Cintia Karina Durón. Joseph Anthony Ibi Santiago. Edward Cifuentes. Miss Isabel de la Peña.
Congratulations, Isabel de la Peña. Hey, but you have a special message. Live via the internet and Skype. From your sister Angelica in Fort Eustis, Virginia.
Hey, Isabel. I wish I could be there in person and give you a hug and tell you how proud I am. You did it. I love you lots to on my heart. I'm proud to cry on my sister. Congrats, Grad.
April Marie Encino. Paloma Escobedo. Crystal Esparza. Crystal Lorraine Esparza. Ruby Espino. Emily Estrada. Priscilla Estrada. Jennifer Felix. Roberto Carlos Fierro. Benny Ángel Flores. Erini Gamboa. Ángel Armando Gándara. César Arturo Garcés. Antonio García. Diego García. Iram Gilberto García. Juana Lisset García. Marco Hipólito García Ferreiro. Yajaira Itzel García Acosta. Mauro Gastón Guito. Wendy Anaí Glastelo. Cynthia Gómez. Karen Gómez. Steven Gómez. Rosa Guadalupe González. Jasmine Granados Ortega. Daniel Allen Gutiérrez Martínez. Flor Marlet Gutiérrez. Jacqueline Mónica Gutiérrez. Eric Fabián Guzmán. Kayla Raylan Hansen. Berenice Elida Hernández. Brenda Estela Hernández. Myra Vanessa Hernández. Christian Igareda. Thomas Igareda. Jose Abraham Hawkes. Madeline Hope Hasso. David Isaac Lara. Selene Igareda. Jennifer Lerma. Marlene Lira García. Mario Alfonso Longhurst. Ashley Jeanette Lopez. Eduardo Lopez III. Eric Daniel Lopez. Joseph Matthew Lopez. Adriana Lesem Luján. César Garay.
Are you going to the other side? Okay, let me take.
Francisco Armando Martínez. Pedro Andrés Martínez. Andrés Medellín. Charlie Daniel Mejía. Gerardo Montes. Roxana Montelongo. Ruby Montelongo. Alexis Moreno. Mónica Moreno. Brianna Nicole Muñoz. Raymond Muñoz. Suhey Nájera. Joel Natividad. Hector Nava. Angélica Saraí Ogaz. Edwin Javier Ogaz Martínez. Jonathan Israel Ogaz. Vianey Guadalupe López. Claudia Alejandra Ornelas. Fátima Ilse Orozco García. María Elena Ortega. Stacy Jeanette Pacheco Mendoza. Evo Alejandro Padilla. Christian René Pais. Cynthia Pantoja. Héctor Mauricio Peña. Oscar Peña Jr. José Luis Perea Jr. Isaac Antonio Pérez. Martín Ausencio Pichardo. Brandon Ramírez. Dana Crystal Ramos. Vicente Ramos Jr. Manuel Regalado. José Ignacio Rentería. Ricardo Reyes. Sadie Adali Reyes. Esteban Reyes Ricardo. El chiquito. Juan Rivera. Carlos Robles. Daniel Rodarte. Alan Rodríguez. Alejandra Rodríguez. Eri Rodríguez. Enrique Rodríguez. Esteban Rodríguez. Aarón Rodríguez. Karen Patricia Rodríguez Martínez. Luis Sergio Rodríguez. Genesis Romero Hernández. Ivan Gonzalo Romero. Jonathan Rosales. Jeanette Rubio. Humberto Alfonso Sainz Jr. Idalis Daniel Salas. Esteban Ezequiel Salinas. Bianca Sanchez. Jesus Sanchez. Leilani Yvette Ceilala. Jorge Anselmo Cias. Leonel Cimental. Jeanette Guadalupe Solís. Jesús Solórzano Jr. Cassandra Soltero. Rebecca Lynn Tapia. Marco Esteban Terrazas. Roy Jr. Terrazas. Jesús Netzahualcoyotl Torres. Victor Manuel Torres Flores. Marco Antonio Uranga. Marina Marie Valdez. Erica Varela. Jesús Vázquez. Yulaidi Berenice Vázquez. Adrian Vega. Erica Esmeralda Vera Morales. Andy Villalobos Realsola. Legna Aniram Villalobos Sotelo. José Antonio Rocha. Diego Villegas.
Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present the Mountain View High School class of 2015. Let's give them a round of applause. And just before I move on, I just wanted to recognize our superintendent, Mr. Martinez, and our assistant superintendent, Mr. Littlejohn, for making sure that the names went across on the top. I thought that was spectacular. Thank you very much. And Mr. Powell for scanning the names, so thank you. Here we go. Congratulations, Lobos. At this time, you may now move your tassel to the left, signifying that you are now a graduate of Mountain View High School. Our closing remarks are going to be from a now graduate of Mountain View High School, Mr. Mountain View High School, J.J. Garcia, will conclude today's commencement ceremony.
All right. Big things have small beginnings. Yes, I like to quote movies. And before we end the ceremony, I would like to say that this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning of the many great possible things that await all of us. Some of us will face different roads. Others will face similar ones, yet we're all capable of pushing through them with ease. We owe our current success to several things, such as family, friends, our school, and community. But even our future success will be possible because of the same things. No matter where you end up in the future, never forget where you came from, because our tiny community and school prepared us for what lies ahead. Success is something I see in everyone's mind. We're all aiming to be successful in life. But keep in mind that success does not mean having lots of money, nor unnecessary luxuries. Do not be fooled by what the popular culture portrays as success. We do not need all those fancy cars and big houses to be successful. The actual definition of being successful is to be completely happy and comfortable with where you're at in life. In other words, success and happiness are interchangeable terms. I've heard many people say, this is only the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one. So please don't cry. That only makes the rest of us cry. I've never seen anyone read a book and cry because they're moving on to the next chapter. Be happy for what awaits us all. Life is what we make of it, so make it a positive one. Now, I know I speak for all of us when I say teachers, staff, administration, thank you for all your hard work and dedication towards us and our education. Without you, we wouldn't even be having this ceremony in the first place. To friends, thank you for making this small chapter so enjoyable and worthwhile. You are the reason why time went by extremely fast. Lastly, and most importantly, to moms, dads, brothers, sisters, and to families as a whole, thank you for pushing us to our limits. Thank you for unconditional support. Thank you for all the love that made us become who we are right now. Keep pushing us forward so we can accomplish way more in life. Thank you, and Shinkwi!
This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for joining us today, and congratulations to all the Lobo families. Felicidades. Parents, please meet your graduate outside the Don Haskins Center on the south end. Graduates, your superintendent and I will lead you out. Outstanding job. Congratulations, class of 2015.